So I promise you to bring you into the next hotspot of Berlin. So you see, maybe now you even heard where we are going. This is the Riga Straße. It's very famous because of its squads. They are the left extremists occupying houses. Yeah, exactly. We are middle in the hotspots of the left extremists. They are occupying those houses for 30 years, and now this is the first time I can remember that the authorities are cleaning up one of those houses. Now we are middle in the zone. You can see already one of the houses. Wir wollten uns einfach mal kurz umschauen, mal ein Statement drehen und dann
So we have a huge police presence. We're actually only allowed into this zone with police permission. And this drumming that they are doing has been going on for quite a while. I can't imagine doing this job, these police officers and even the members of the press that are here as well, having to listen to this all day, and I'm sure that's the point. So we're here in front of really the action right here. As I explained in the last cut, they've been evicted from this building after being in here for 30 years. They're vowing to dox anyone who continues with the eviction process, to go after the landlord. So here we go. We're going to talk to Peter. He's going to get us really what's going on and what she is saying.
Well, this is a historic day because this is the first time after 30 years that the left extremists have been kicked out of this house. You know, they occupied it for 30 years. Maybe we can show it. 50 people have been removed from this house this morning, and usually 50-60 policemen would be enough, but we have here the massive police presence. It's 2,500 policemen here. The left extremists are still demonstrating, and it's just 2 minutes ago they said we will take the house back. We will not going to stop. We are fighting, and we are trying to get this house back.
So, how long do you think they will continue with this? All weekend, or is it just for today? You think? How long do you think they'll go on with this? Because that will require the police to be here the whole time, right?
I've been speaking to the police officer, and he said the massive police presence here is because the left extremists from around Europe, they come to Berlin and they said they are going to attack the police, they are going to attack the judges, the buildings. So we are all expecting further extremist attacks in Berlin today, tomorrow, and today after tomorrow.
So Berlin's on high alert, the whole city essentially. Anything could happen while we're here this weekend. So the police will be very active this weekend, obviously.
Exactly. We are in Berlin too. Stay tuned. We will report.
We will keep you updated from the ground.
What's go to Meg in Oregon. Meg, thanks for holding. You're awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Alex. This is my first time calling, and I want to just say something that nobody's talking about. And I listen to a lot of conservative media, and I drive a truck. I transport hay for a living between Northern Oregon and Central California, and I want people to really hear me. The breadbasket of the world, which is that valley, is empty, and I see it. My car, my rig is covered in ash. It's not just the fires, it's the ash, it's the smoke, the fish hatcheries are destroyed, and that's where the salmon comes from. The olives are gone, the grapes from the wineries are gone, the marijuana's gone, the rice crop is here, the tomatoes are covered in ash. Things can be salvaged, some of them, but it's going to be expensive to the farmers, and that's going to be passed on to you. The grazing lands for the cattle up here.
Sure, so a lot of the country gets fed by California. Some numbers are up to 20% of our food comes from there. And imagine all of that with the rest of the lockdown and the shutdown and farms destroying their crops because they can't even sell them. No one will even take them. That's a great point. This is really going to add to the economy in crisis.
Nobody's talking about the destruction of food in the Central Valley of California with ash and smoke alone, not to mention the fires. So those tomatoes are covered in ash, the nectarines, the peaches, the olives, and they can't salvage, they can't pressure wash a crop full of fruit or tomatoes. It'll turn into tomato sauce. And it's
sure, and most things can't be clean once ash is on them and sits on them. It tastes horrible.
What about the fish hatcheries that feed most of the salmon to our nation throughout Oregon? Those fish are choking on ash, and ash in water turns to lye. And if they're doing like I am, the rice and beans and all of that, they need to get the nutritional products you sell as a supplement. If they thought they were going to go out and get a buck in Northern California or Oregon, those animals are gone. The livestock has no more grazing ground. I'm telling you, the food is destroyed. And so people need to not go get that new pair of Nikes for $200, but buy storable food, buy nutritional products.
Listen, I never go on air just to sell products to try to scare people. I mean, I'm selling the products to fund ourselves and it's good products. But yeah, you look at every economic metric going on, and this country's under attack. And they don't want people to be self-sufficient or to be ready. And you're absolutely right.